Alright, hello and welcome. Today we have a colleges star league between Clemson University and Southern Polytechnic. And I have here my caster, trust me engineer, and Drader.
Dreader, Mark Allen. Either way.
Alright. Oops. Forgot to get into spectate mode. Yeah, you should be getting invite too, I think.
1 second. Can you invite me, or
Yep,
does someone else have to?
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, there it is. Alright.
Alright.
Go into spectator. So you're not playing. Move to spectator.
Yeah. Wait, what? This guy's challenger? Or he must be challenger. Oh, he's challenger in rank 5s.
Alright, that's cool.
Whoa.
Okay, I'm gonna turn off the poro.
Yeah. The twerking poro.
Yep, the twerking poro. It's my favorite poro right there. It's the twerking poro. So it look like on the blue side we're gonna have Clemson playing on the blue side and Southern Polytechnic playing on purple side or red side. Just waiting for everyone to ready up, and then I will be in champ select and bring you pick and bans. Highest quality of pick and bans.
Red array. An interesting name, Red Array.
Let's see if we have, just looking by division, Clemson has 3 diamond tier and
They also have
so,
they have 2 diamonds. One guy's diamond 1 though.
yeah.
Interesting though, like the diamond 1 is like being diamond and being diamond 1 is completely different. Diamond 1 is very top tier. Like typically between divisions there's not that much of a spread. Like for instance between silver 5 and silver 1, there's not much of a difference. Between diamond 5 and diamond 1, there is a huge difference.
Yeah.
Very big difference.
Yeah, even between diamond 1 30 LP and diamond 1 90 LP. Yeah,
right.
Difference there.
There's a huge difference in skill level.
And do you think they're the top, like, what, 0.5% of league players? I don't know, 0.2%. It's some numbers stupid like that. Cause,
right.
for example, where I'm in silver 5, right? And that's like the 43 percentile of players, which, I mean,
yeah, over half.
Yeah.
Oh, they all did that on purpose. All Clemson has the blue overhead.
Wow.
I think they did that on purpose. I'm pretty sure they did that on purpose.
Yeah.
It sounds like something Josh would do.
Yep. Just banter, friendly banter going on there. Let's see if the other team decide to chime in. We have a Red Array changing to the Tro as well, but J-Pok and Hadoshan decided to break the trend and just show off their Season 2 Summoner icon. That just shows how long some of these people have been playing the game. How long have you been playing the game?
I've been playing for about a year and a couple of months.
Wow.
Yeah, I haven't been playing very long.
No, that's about the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I only started when Quinn was released. So what was the what was the champion that was released when you started?
Wow,
Do you
yeah,
remember?
I want to say, yeah, Quinn had just, no, Quinn was released, and then Lysandra, it was right around when Lysandra actually was released.
All right, okay, yeah. So probably just like 2 weeks behind when I started.
Yeah, yeah, not too far behind, because I remember those two champions
Yeah,
being
but
released.
wow, you're already in gold. Damn, better
Yeah.
than me.
I kind of try harded. I duoed with just Joshin because he's a support main,
All
and
right.
we were playing a lot because he was gold 5 actually when I was silver, and I
Oh,
was climbing
I'm
through.
gonna have to call out this Kaboom icon from Just Joshin. I don't like Kaboom. As you can see, my summon icon is Alliance. Okay, we're into pick and ban phase. Leading the ban is going to be Super Saiyan Vegeta, who's going to first ban Vladimir. Wow. And Alorum
Effectively.
is going to ban Rise away. Vladimir
Washable
Wukong.
Coyote's been playing a lot of Rise, so that's Rise is also in the meta though, so
Yeah,
it's
he's really,
pretty
really
good
strong.
ban.
And Kha'Zix also. So I think they just straight up and look at the match history and just say, "Oh, last champion played, right? Kha'Zix." And we see here Tristana being banned because J-Pop doesn't play Tristana. And after her nerf, honestly, I don't think she's even that strong anymore. And we have a Lucian ban coming in. That could be tied to that Hado-chan, who isn't actually playing AD carry this match. But Lucian's a strong
J-Pop,
AD carry in general. Does J-Pop play
J-Pop,
Lucian?
J-Pop can play Lucian. J-Pop can play Lucian and Caitlyn, from what I heard, very well. Those are his hands down his two best AD carry. It's interesting because Clemson, yeah, not a surprise pick Caitlyn from there. I was expecting them to go with something like that. I'm not really sure what they can pick into the Caitlyn. Caitlyn's a really strong laner and really easy to snowball off of, especially with Tristan and Lucian ban. It'll be interesting to see what AD carry they choose to pick.
Because any
But
AD carry they pick now is going to be outraged by
exactly.
don't have the mobility of Lucian. I mean, I could see a just go for a Kog'Maw or Twitch and just hopefully just do better in team fight.
Right. They're actually it's sad because they are forced to ban Tristana because J-Poc can't play it, even though they have the first pick and could have picked the Tristana. They have to pretty much ban it every game because it is strong. While she did get nerfed, her as long as she's able to survive the laning phase, which she can with like a coordinated team, she is actually still really, really, really strong.
Okay, we have a Thresh and a Vi locked in, and instant Morgana and Lee Sin locked in for Clemson. So first, I want to watch Thresh and Vi. Thresh in lane is a very strong spot. I see here Twitch being hovered over as well for AD carry, and Vi can just dive into the back line. But I think we have Morgana already, who's just a black shoe any target Vi decides. So mid game fight is gonna be interesting and also ganks because we can just walk really far back and just ignore Vi's ultimate. See,
Lisa and Morgana are also very two comfort picks for Super Saiyan Vegeta and just Josh, and they're two champions that they both play quite a bit.
right, we see.
I'm interested to see what Hado-chan and Washable Coyote, because like I said, um, Rises or Hado-chan's champion pool for the mid lane. I've only seen him play Zed, Oriana, and
Syndra.
Syndra,
Yeah. Okay, and we
and
actually
their
okay.
practices.
We have a locked in volley bear and a corky. Is that gonna be a top lane bear? God, that's scary. Still give me nightmares.
Interesting, yeah.
His passing is strong. And Corky, okay, we mentioned Lucian that he was banned away. Corky kind of served the same purpose as Lucian. He has a really strong mid game with a Triforce,
Right.
but he's gonna fall. Well, if the games go super late, he's gonna fall off. But hopefully nowadays games don't go much longer than what 40 minutes. I mean, should still be relevant until people get 6 items. That's when he really falls off. Is when the enemy team has 6 items as well,
Right.
or five, getting 5, 6 items. That's when Corky falls off. But before that, he's fine. And we have Timo and Maokai. Oh, yeah, that's not gonna be a Timo. And we see Zed and Maokai for washable, and Zed for Hado-chan, I think.
Not surprised that Hado-chan is picking Zed here. Um, the Maokai. I'm curious to see this Maokai Volley Bear lane, not a matchup you typically
Oh,
see. Oh,
no,
Syndra.
last minute sooner.
Syndra last.
So actually, we be running double AP uh, now for Clemson. I actually like the set more because then that gives him a good spread of AD and AP. But
I'm actually glad they picked Syndra over Zed. Corky, typically, is a very hard AD carry to assassinate simply because his W has such a long range. As
yep,
soon as Zed goes in for the death mark, Corky simply W is out and negates everything that Zed can do.
yep. And
Uh,
now do your
while as on the
serious.
other hand, Zed, I don't really like this pick for them either. Caitlyn's also another hard AD carry to assassinate, although they could go for the Syndra, but most likely during the laning phase, Syndra will rush Azonia's Hourglass. So I'm not too sure about this Zed pick. Their composition doesn't really have any sort of structure.
It's a very running. Actually, I can see Vi and Volibear and Zed just run into that team, but the hard engage is going to be coming from Vi, I think, because Volibear.
Exactly. It seems like they have a lot of single targets. It seems like they're going to be trying to target Hato-chan
Yep,
in this. The
yep,
Vi
and
ult chained into
yep,
Zed ult, chained into Volibear flip.
yep, and Zed is gonna. Yeah,
Yeah, it seems like a lot is going to be. They're probably going to be going for the Syndra quite a bit. Probably looking to shut down Hato-chan.
so we can see how actually we first time seeing how Maokai does against a Volibear. That should be a tree versus bear. That would be interesting.
Right.
Yeah, I'm afraid it's not
Very
it.
interesting tree versus bear.
Yeah, and
I'm
good.
curious as to, huh?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
They don't. I don't like the. Now that I look at their comp more, I don't really like the Caitlyn pick. I wonder if J-Pop can play Corki because Corki would have been a lot better because with an early game jungler like Lee Sin, Caitlyn with a weak early and mid game, well, a strong early, weak mid game to almost uh, late mid game sort of. She's
Yep.
sort of weak, so I don't really know if he's going to try and snowball the bot lane or if he's going to try and snowball mid lane because Lee Sin's is such a early aggressive jungler. I don't see much snowball potential from Clemson's team.
Well, hopefully, what gonna be, I think, who can get which mid laner get a roam off first because Zen and Syndra. I mean, Syndra can farm pretty safely. I think from a distance with her QW,
Hmm.
and Zed can also show up with his shadow and his shuriken. So I think it's gonna be like, okay, clear wave. Let's go side lane. Who get there first? Get the kill and snowball off there. But the Maokai for the team fight is gonna be interesting. I think with his
I'm
alternate.
definitely curious, or I'm looking forward to seeing this mid lane matchup for sure.
We have two
I'm
more
actually
players.
quite confident in the bot lane of Clemson. Um, they're very, like I said, they're 2v2 individually. They're both really strong players, and personally, like I've played with just Josh, and he's a really solid support, and always seems to be able to find ways to win his lane,
Yeah.
even if his AD carry isn't doing quite well.
No.
At the time, that is me being
Yeah.
the AD carry,
Yeah.
not doing well.
Yeah. No, the one thing I like, what I like about from Sun Polytechnic comp is that they, after locking in a Corki for AD carry, they went with an AD mid, so they have a good balance between magic damage and physical damage. I think that's a very
Right.
important thing to have because you don't want to stack one kind because then it make it easy for other team to itemize against it. Because Volibear does a lot of magic damage, right? If I'm correct. If it's most
I
of his
think yeah,
ability,
majority of his
most of
damage is magic
yeah,
damage.
so definitely going with a Zed AD in the mid lane is really, really good. I mean, against Syndra, traditionally what you see would be a talent pick, but because now talent no longer silences actually hurts him a lot in laning phase against AP mages. Well, I like the
Right.
change because I get destroyed by talent all the time when I play like those AP
Yeah.
mages into Zed. Like, I mean, to talent, I just can't reply. So I think
Uh,
Zed is nice.
Zed, I don't know. I'm still iffy on the Zed pick. I think they could have. It just seems that they're trying to go for a more single target, like destroy this person. But Caitlyn's gonna be ripping them to shreds. Maokai is just gonna be sitting in the middle of them. It's just gonna be. I feel like there's how the team fights are gonna play out. There's gonna be a lot of destroying Hato-chan and then Caitlyn and Maokai just ripping the rest of the team. Because once they all in one champion, there's not really much else they have. After Viol's down, after Zettel's down,
What I would
Corky.
say purple team lacks would be disengage. From only disengage they have would be a thresh box, and that's it. And
Right. Yeah, that's my point. Yeah, I see a lot of potential for the blue team to re-engage after maybe a bad or poor engage from
If someone just listen
Polytech.
ulti. Okay, we're gonna be into loading screen for after a time of the game, which is skin intimidation. Let's see what skin we have coming out. What skin are you looking forward to seeing?
1 second, mine is still loading. Hope he doesn't crash. Oh no, okay.
All right.
Ooh, Thunderlord Volibear. I
That's
do
a.
like Earth Rider Corki too.
Oh yeah, and we have an SKT T1 set. So we have a 3-2 skin because no one on Clemson used skin apart from Dragonfist Lee Sin, which is to be expected. I mean, he is a Lee Sin main. His account name used to be a blind monk. So
Really.
yeah, for Super Saiyan Vegeta. So that
Hmm.
before it was Super Saiyan
Interesting.
Pikachu, but now he's went to a blind monk and then now changing to a. Yeah, I am not liking that Kaboom icon at all. I
You're
would.
a big Alliance fan.
I'm a big CLG fan, so
Hmm.
Alliance Froggen. Yeah, but
It was a pretty
season
big
season
upset.
one icon from J-pop, so he's been playing for a while, I guess.
Hmm.
And just for a treat, we're gonna have a twerking Poro in the loading screen. Just kill time, and then there's gonna be some background music while
I've
we
heard
get
that
to the game.
I don't know if you've seen Hado-chan, but people say that he looks a lot like Wild
Yes, he
Turtle.
does. He does. I've seen. No, I was talking about that when at the Clemson at the Tiger Prow when we were taking on new members,
Right.
and we just saying like it just. I was talking to our president, Lonely Butter.
Hmm.
Like, hey, that guy look like Wild Turtle, and he played AD carry as well. So
Yeah. Hmm.
actually, yep. Actually, I really like seeing Cinder taking exhaust against Zed.
Yeah, I like that too. That'll definitely save her from that level 6 burst. Although Zed does typically have to poke Cinder down quite a bit to be able to completely all in her at level 6. But that exhaust will definitely come in handy later in the game. Let's see if we get any level 1 action going on here.
We just have actually Polytechnic is actually moving its group down mid lane. You know, if you see ping coming out for Clemson, it just look like taking a defensive position for Clemson, and wow, the all five member just stacking up in the
Very
pixel brush. And
interesting.
Volibear actually show
Nice
himself,
push.
and he's gonna flip Caitlyn away. Getting
Not
caught
sure
by
why.
Thresh Lantern. It's gonna be first blood going down to Zed. That's gonna make it very hard for Clemson to lane with the first blood money going on to Zed. And the only person not to get anything was Vi. I think she just fell too far behind. But we see Thresh taking the death sentence at level 1. I'm not quite sure how that affects his laning phase because you would normally have that passive to harass, but
The death sentence, the fact that he took death sentence level 1 is very clear that they were trying. That is something that they were planning.
yeah,
You notice that Clemson was spread out during this when they first entered Summoner's Rift, and Polytech was completely grouped and moved as a complete 5-man unit towards that bush. That is something that they probably do a lot.
yeah, well,
They
yeah, they
want
definitely.
to get these level 1 first bloods
And
and
actually
these
see
level 1
Volibear staying in base, waiting for that. I think for get extra gold to buy more potions. I think that's some technique. And yeah, he's picking out his force potion right now, so he's going to have a lot of sustain in lane as if he doesn't have enough already. But the advantage one thing Clemson managed to do is really nice. They managed to get a ward down by at Southern Polytechnic red buff. We're gonna see Volibear walk through there, and they're gonna know that Vi is starting blue buff. And so the jungler are gonna both start on the bottom side of the map, and will meet each other in the top lane. And with Zed actually got boots as well after that first blood that he got, so he's gonna be able to maybe have easier time trying to walk out of Syndra Q and early
Yeah,
harass.
dodging skill shots. Those boots will definitely help early with those skill shots.
And we just
Luckily, Corki didn't get that kill to spot lane, so Caitlyn still has that range advantage and that lane harass. Getting a hook onto Morgana.
it's not gonna be any follow through.
Actually,
And with Morgana using her potion already, I think that Frost Queen claim. I mean, Frost. My bad.
I'm
So
curious
deep
to see
edge.
how this bot
Oh,
lane
we see
is gonna go.
yeah,
Bot
Lee
lane's
Sin
gonna
going on
continue.
to Vi, and Vi is going to force a flash on the jungle, and with the collapse coming from Zed and Volibear, Lee Sin is actually caught up in a little pickle. He's going to actually very calmly walk through. Actually going
Very
on to Vi,
aggressive.
and he's playing very aggressive, and he's going to burn his own flash, and we see stun coming down with Syndra, who's going to take
Flash
down
into the
Vi
auto
with the
attack
Q.
gets the kill.
But that might be too much more than he can shoot. Volibear picking up the kill there on Syndra with Lee Sin and Washable fighting here. And Maokai is actually.
Maokai.
I think, yeah, he can't. I think it's 3-for-1 trade right there for Southern Polytechnic.
Lee Sin also.
Very aggressive play coming from Clemson, and they pay with it. They paid for it.
Lee Sin also lost his red buff there. Vi also lost her buff too, so it's not that bad. Although Volibear now has 2 kills up on the Maokai. Like I said, I'm not very familiar with this lane matchup, but giving 2 kills to a Volibear in a very unconventional lane is probably not a good thing. It probably allows him to have a lot easier time on this in this lane. Zed also has 2 kills over the Syndra.
Actually, Vi still has the red buff, so I guess the red buff actually wasn't taken down during that fight at all. And now we see they're gonna be Vi's able to chase down Lee Sin if he chooses, but Syndra.
Oh, Vi just got her red buff, I think.
Yep, Vi only just have her red buff.
Zed coming back with a brutalizer. That's going to be very dangerous for that Syndra. I'm almost 100% sure that the Syndra is going to go for a Seeker's Arm Guard in this matchup.
Actually, she went ahead and get a second Doran's ring, and with Zed just being so ahead, he just went for a boost blaster instead of. Sometimes you would see 80 mids going for a Hex Drinker just to have that extra magic resist, but because he's so far ahead now, he's a little bit ahead, so he doesn't have to.
So Volibear is actually going pretty hard on Washable Coyote. He's keeping up in CS pretty evenly, but Volibear does have that phage now, as opposed to Maokai's Doran shield. Bot lane fairly even in CS. Corki will get these catch up in CS after this wave.
Yeah. Just Kaylee just using her range advantage, just do some damage under the tower. And with the Zed going in on Syndra, taking it pretty low.
That brutalizer is really going to hurt that Syndra.
Yeah, the early flat penetration is
Yeah.
very convenient. If he actually Lee Sin and Vi actually
Very aggressive
with
play
the
by
Flay
just
coming in,
dodging.
Flay coming in from Thresh, and also Death
Oh, he
landing on
stepped on the
Caitlyn.
trap.
And Lee Sin was just there to just help our team up a little bit, so not to force purple team back. And Vi now coming in. Is she gonna walk into Lee Sin? Oh no, Lee Sin's spotted out. Vi, and she could be isolated here. And actually, the Sonic Wave
Q
not
was
gonna
fired
connect.
backwards there, it looked like.
Yep.
That was a mistake, a mechanical mistake there. Hato-chan only 6 CS down, which is fairly not bad considering Zed is now bullying him out of lane, managing to keep up in CS very well.
Zed doesn't have to play much more aggressive. He has 2 kills to assist to his, so he's way ahead.
Oh well, I mean, still the fact that he's still managing to keep up in CS is still impressive.
But he's falling almost 1,000 gold behind in gold. I don't see the gold there. And we see Volibear going on to Maokai right now, just chasing him down, forcing back underneath his tower. Take a few tower hits.
I'm sure Washable Coyote has never played this matchup, and so this is a very good pick by Polytech.
Yep.
Almost 20 CS down now, and 2 kills down.
I mean, to be fair, for Maokai, you just have to just scale to late game with his. But this may be very delayed Rod of Ages coming out from Maokai if he chooses to go with that item. It's going to be, I think, 14-15 minute Rod of Ages. It only has a ruby crystal. There's a ping coming out for the ward that Zed just put down in the mid lane river, the south side. Vi lurking around and around the bottom side just to see. And the ward for Clemson just died in the bot lane, so they have no idea Vi is coming. Yeah. And Vi just. Oh, she doesn't have ultimate, which very good 19 caliber net from Caitlyn to just stay safe.
Their solo laners are really getting punished for these the 2-kill difference. Both solo lanes are having a lot of trouble now.
Yep. The Phage on Volibear just makes sure he can chase even harder, as if he doesn't get enough movement speed from his abilities already. Bot lane is pretty even still, so that's.
I'd like to see them play a little more aggressive bot lane.
And we see a gang coming in from San Vegeta in the mid lane, just forcing Zed back and let Syndra CS a little bit more. And you can see Caitlyn use a teleport coming in from the top
TP's coming
lane.
down bot lane.
And both gank going on the mid lane. Zed gonna go, and Deathmark is gonna proc, and Syndra is gonna go down. And she'll take retaliation onto Vi, but both.
Morgana survives barely.
Yeah, and Caitlyn just went down the bot lane there. So very, very good use of TP there from Volibear just to get that kill on the bot lane. Make sure that all 3 lanes now have an advantage. So we have a 2k gold lead, 2.5k lead for Southern Polytechnic.
This is getting way out of hand for Clemson. Now every lane is behind significantly. Corky's going to be able to get a Phage. Caitlyn coming back to the BF sword. Actually, that was a very good buy by J-Pop BF sword, and the dagger is going to allow Caitlyn to get more auto attacks off in those trades, so maybe she can play a little more aggressive. Like I said, I would have liked to see this bot lane play a little more aggressive, just while they were the only lane that had a slight advantage. So I'm not sure what much more they can do now, because this is where
Actually,
Caitlyn
Vi is
gets
standing on top of a wall for these things, so we see a red steel coming in, and also Syndra is also backing him up this time, so it's a bit better. For counter jungling, it's a team effort.
Oh, and Lee Sin actually steals the red.
Wow. Yeah, so that's very good play coming in from Say and Vegeta to get that steal, and also Hydoshan backing him up. And Zed was backed, I think, so he couldn't actually support Vi. They're just taking down that early pink ward by the behind the red buff for Clemson right there, which is a very important one to take down. So they can now create
20
picks.
CS behind the Zed. Almost 1,000 gold difference between the Syndra and the Zed.
I think Syndra completed her Seeker's Arm Guard, so she might be able to deal with Zed a little bit more, but we'll see what happens. I think just Volibear just ignoring just going behind his minion wave and just taking damage. And we see a dancing flying on Caitlyn with a black shield coming down, Morgana ultimate going in and isolating Thresh, and the heal coming out from Caitlyn.
Very nice 2v2 play there by the bot lane.
Yep,
good focus.
Yep, good black shield coming out from Morgana just to make sure that Caitlyn can get flayed backwards. And Vi coming in, showing herself in the bot lane. Also Zed is coming down with Lee Sin lurking, so they're gonna run into. Lee Sin is okay. He's gonna safeguard to Caitlyn. Let's get out there, which is very good. And Syndra's gonna be back in lane first, because she was making her way down there. He's going to shove that in. He just went new to fight in the top lane. I mean, Volibear, I think Washbear was pushing that a little bit, getting thrown back, and have to take a lot of damage in return for that.
Washable is very behind right now. It's getting a little bit out of hand.
Oh, we see Vi.
Luckily, he still scales okay.
Spotted from that. I really like how Morgana checked that bush with her pull, just to get the passive gold and notice herself someone in that bush. And we see Volibear just taking just a few too many tower shot. And
We'll have
actually,
Flash.
it's gonna have taking down, and he still managed to take down Maokai underneath his own tower. Maybe quite a fair bit of damage on his tower here with quite a big wave as well. And there'll be no response coming in from Clemson for that. Actually, Maokai is going to TP back to lane, and that should keep him. Well, he's still behind. But I think Morgana roaming, just warding around Dragon. Because Volibear is going to have TP up before Maokai, because they're going to have a teleport advantage. As he said, going in, putting a death mark on, with the exhaust coming down from Syndra. And the stun just misses. So we're going to have to. She's going to back off. I think Lee Sin going in with very nice kick from Lee Sin. That play.
Very nice play by the mid lane, turning it back around.
Yep. That exhaust from Syndra was very nice going on to Zedge's negate a lot of his damage.
Shut down gold on the Cinder. Cinder should be able to. They're going to migrate towards the dragon after that.
Yep. And we can see Thresh and Corgi coming down the bottom. We have TP coming out for Volibear, but is this too much for Clemson? We have TP coming out for Volibear and Caitlyn. Oh,
does she have flash?
Just missed. She does get out. And Lee Sin's gonna safeguard to. Oh, Corki sniping her with his rocket. Big. Maokai replied for the teleport with the taking down the top tower.
Very wise of Maokai not to also teleport. They are gonna push down this mid lane though. I'm not sure if Syndra is able to defend this.
I think it's too much with Corki.
Very good stun by Syndra. Gonna
but
get by all the way to the tier 2 turret. Volibear going aggressive.
That Scatter the Weak just gave Syndra enough time to walk back within turret range, so Vi couldn't follow up after her ultimate, because you can't stop her anyway once she selects her target, but it still drags her down pretty deep.
That's what I was saying. Very good E by Syndra.
Yep. Actually, the gold lead
Maokai.
Everything said coming in as well, and actually Maokai doesn't have. No, the set is still here, but now. Yep, can he make it back to his tower? No, he can't. And instead, can take one tower hit all for that. So Maokai is going down after burning his ultimate. With that, he went back and picked up his Rod of Ages. So 10 more minutes, Clemson.
That's the nice thing about having a Maokai is that it'll always scale up despite being so far behind.
Yeah.
Looking at the gold lead, it's only about a 1,600, 1,700 gold difference.
Yeah, that dragon definitely helped keep Clemson into this game. Now we think Caitlyn is going to take bot tower, and Lee Sin spotted out Vi. Sonic Wave actually landed as she was bot breaking away, and she's going to kick Vi away.
I want to say he messed up the ward jump there.
Yep. Vi just body blocked the ward.
This game is still able to be recovered.
Blue buff is going to go over to Syndra. The Thresh is fleeing out of the war, a dragon.
This will be a true test of Clemson's ability to stay in it. Though the game is, like I said, the gold. Though
the item lead, however, isn't that big now, because Corki has Triforce where Caitlyn has her IE. Okay, with Zed going in and Vi ultimate coming in onto Syndra and locking her down. Oh, that Sonya's not going to help her, so she's going to go down to Zed anyway. You see that the power of being isolated against a Vi is...
Like I said, yeah, the Vi Zed combo is very strong.
And we see that Zed Deathmark going on to Lee Sin, and he's going to go down. That's 2 kill now for Zed, bringing his total kill up to 6. He's going to be able to split push like no one with business after this, because as soon as... It was time for Corki to group up with the team with his Triforce, just group up with 4, and then just siege down top lane or mid inhib and then Zed split push. Clemson having a 3-man squad bot lane, just give Caitlyn the farm, because you don't want Caitlyn to be behind. Nigeria is behind, so the other thing with
Like I said,
Caitlyn is once you're behind, you can't really do much. Especially against
exactly,
someone
especially
with
because
a
of
mid-game spike
her
is
weak
cocky.
her weak mid game. Yeah, definitely. There's not really much she can do. It's really important that she wins the laning phase because for a while eventually she will begin to outscale Corki, it won't be till very late in the game.
Yeah, we have 6 items. Oh, we have a pause coming out from Washable Coyote. So it's a Clemson pause. I'm gonna go to a pause screen right here.
It appears they talked in the chat. Oh, lagging.
Yeah. Yeah, Washable has disconnected.
Okay.
So we're gonna have a little break there. So with the flow game going into favor of Southern Polytechnic for this game 1 of the best. It's a best of 3. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the bands here. The band coming out from Clemson was a first band. It was
What was it?
it was Wukong second band and Tristana
second.
third band. The first band was Vladimir for Clemson. Yep, Clemson band Vladimir Wukong and Tristana, and then Southern Polytechnic band Kha'Zix, Rise. Rise was for Rise, Kha'Zix, and the last band was
What was that last band?
Lucian. Yes.
Oh, Lucian. Right.
Okay, we have a game has restarted now, so go now.
Like I said, it's really unfortunate that J-Pot can't play the Tristana and is forced onto this Caitlyn. He's been getting hooked quite a bit. He's been playing sort of carelessly.
And
that level 1 first blood. Like I said, I don't think this is Clemson's first game. They're a new team. I'm not sure if they're used to playing that full 5-on-5 sort of game style where typically you do have teams roaming as a 5-man unit.
Alright, actually we see Clemson trying to collapse onto Zed right here with Morgana. There's two binding onto Volleyband. Pop a 2-man ultimate. Has Felicia coming in. And Zed put a death mark onto Maokai. That was much damage. Cinder actually, Maokai pick up that kill. I see Lance coming down from Thresh, but couldn't get Volleyband out of there. So we have a good collapse from Clemson. I think Corky just Valkyrie away over the wall. That's a very nice pick from Clemson with the 2-man ultimate coming from Syndra. I actually like the amount of wards being placed in this game. We see 2 pink ward coming in from Clemson and 1 aggressive pink ward from... Oh, okay, Releasing is getting caught out by Vi. And the Death Sentence is going to land from Thresh with the Flay backwards. And we have TP coming in from Volibear and Chase. Sure. And also Barry going to Syndra. So he's going to flash away and flash. So the Death Sentence Thresh didn't quite land on Syndra there and just going to back off. And we have Dragon coming up in 3 seconds. So this is a very good play from Polytechnic to just force Clemson away from Dragon. And Lee Sin's only at 40% HP and he's gonna try to steal this, but we see they're actually body blocking the Q. Oh, it doesn't actually land on the Thresh, but it's gonna safeguard to Caitlyn, but it's gonna bring over Volibear as well, and this flash exhaust on Thresh. With the box just misses, and the binding from Morgana, which she's gonna pay by gonna die to Zed, with the Deathmark not doing much damage, but he's gonna be able to flash this and take that kill on Morgana. But Caitlyn did get away, so it was a support rather than AD carry going down. So that was a very good play from just Josh and Dad, just taking on for the team.
Like I said, that Vi ult is pretty much gonna always go on Syndra. I really wish that he had picked Zed in this matchup just because.
Yeah, and we see the ultimate actually going from Syndra, taking down Thresh. So the defender
Syndra needs so much to be able to avoid the Vi, the Zed, and the Volibear. And being that she's a mobile, it's very difficult for her to survive a team fight.
So the goalie is now back to 4k gold. So it's been pretty stable for the last 5 minutes. So this is a good sign, Clemson. But they still have to maybe get
The thing is, though, I don't see much room for Clemson's team comp to to get out of what they're, I guess, trying to do, which is sort of that pick off with the Cinder Stun, the Lee Sin kick, the Maokai route, and then Caitlyn just being able to whack everybody out from her long range. It's very difficult for Clemson to move around that sort of style of their comp because, like I said, Volibear, Zed are all
Volibear. Oh, that binding from Morgana. Stop Volibear.
probably just saved Hado-chan's life,
Yep.
especially with him not having flash.
And with the Washbro is now caught in top lane, and he's now getting collapsed there from both Vi and Thresh. He's gonna put on his ultimate. And with the death sentence landing from Thresh and Flay. And it's a 4-man collapse from Washbro. Yeah.
Really,
And Clemson couldn't do anything with Sun Punch committing 5-man in top lane, but Clemson was also trying to respond to that and just end up wasting time instead. We just saw how tanky Maokai was. It's been quite a while.
Oh,
We have Deathmark going on, and he see the heal coming out from Alien, but he's going to get chased down by Zed and Thresh. See the Black Shield going on to the side. He's going to safeguard away from the Corky rockets. So we have a Syndra leading Polytechnic on a very long chase, and Zed's going to shadow to her, which scattered the weak. And the kills can go to Corky.
this is where Polytech's team is probably the strongest.
Yeah, this mid-game point in the mid-game where everyone Corky has a BF sword and a Triforce. With Volibear is just very, very tanky right now with Sunfire Cape and a Spirit Visage. Not to mention, Zed has his Hex Drinker with completed Yamus and Blade of a Rune King. As you can see, Thresh just clearing down the ward down by Clemson here, just about to pick wards. Syndra just using her, Caitlyn just using Ace in the hole onto Corky there.
Just to add some hope.
Volibear recalling right in vision. I think the blue buff is going to go to Corky, I believe.
I would have liked Morgana to be able to probably build something like a Mikhail's or something to get Syndra out of the CC or the. Does Mikhail's clear Zed Deathmark?
I would like to think doesn't.
Okay, so probably the Vi ult then or something, because I just don't see what Syndra can do to get out of the hook, the Vi ult, the Zed Deathmark.
I mean, but the Mikhail still give health, so it'll be an extra on top of whatever heal the team can put onto her. So it'll still be a good thing, even though it doesn't completely negate Deathmark. I mean, she's gonna have to look to build a QSS by herself, but definitely play. Oh, we see Lee Sin going down very aggressive on Vi, just watch and kick her away into the team. And with the Dark Binding not landing from Morgana, Lee Sin gonna continue to chase.
Super Saiyan Vegeta's Lee Sin mechanics, very well executed there by Super Saiyan Vegeta, being very patient with Vi to Q over the wall.
Yeah, actually burn his oath. So another Q landing, so taking again, safeguarding away from Volibear. And the 90 caliber net is going to. Oh, we have a Deathmark coming onto Caitlyn. She's gonna go down. She said, very nice Zed play there from. And with the Maokai lay down his ultimate, Volibear passive is taking down, clean out from Zed. He's very strong right now, picking up a triple kill. And Maokai just flash over the wall, and followed by Volibear. He's gonna land a slow and phosphorus bomb from Corky and auto attack taking down Maokai. So that's gonna be a.
Caitlyn needs to go for a QSS immediately.
I think it's a lose-lose situation because she's behind enough that she's gonna be. If she go for QSS, she's gonna be useless either way. And we see.
Caitlyn, I want to say if Caitlyn had a QSS in that situation, not saying So right now Zed's death mark popped her completely. So
Yeah.
Caitlyn flashed out of the Zed damage and then Zed W'd onto her and the death mark popped and killed her.
Yeah.
If she was able to remove it, I want to say that Zed
Yeah,
wouldn't have been able to kill her.
I mean, she would have lived, but she wouldn't have been much used to the fight anyway.
I want to say she was well. The position, the way that she flashed, she was actually positioned very well to just keep whacking all of them with auto attacks. But I mean, hey, I don't know how much of a difference it would have made. But in this situation, I probably would have been trying to get out of the Zed ultimate just to be able to abuse my long range. Like I said, the Vi and the Volley Bear, everyone is going after Syndra, so Caitlyn has a lot of opportunity to free reign if she's able to just remove that Zed death mark.
Alright, and we just saw Southern Polytechnic just taking down Baron and Dragon, increasing the gold lead to almost 10k gold lead at 27 minutes. Okay, one thing I'd like to note about on the itemize on Clemson is that they have no penetration item right now. Syndra has Sonya's and Deathcap. Caitlyn only has an IE and some attack speed. Whereas Zed has a Yamu's and a Last Whisper already. So he's going to be going through any mental armor that Clemson has, while Clemson can't go get through to Volibear, because Volibear has a Locket, Spirit Visage, and
Volibear takes no damage right now.
Yeah, and Vi also already has a complete Harandu, and so, and even Zed has some magic resist in his Hex Drinker, so he's thresh building that Mikhail's as well. Just, I guess that for Syndra's stun. At least in taking the Wraith.
I don't like the itemization by just Joshin with the frozen heart. I'm not sure if it reduces the attack speed of nearby enemies, so he's aiming for Corki and possibly Zed.
Actually, Vi going very deep, and we followed by a two-man Syndra stun. She's gonna get down to Caitlyn. Caitlyn's gonna just sit back and just take down.
Everything was wasted on Syndra in this fight, and Caitlyn was just able to just wreak havoc. Caitlyn was untouched.
Yep, auto attack, and with him getting Root down. But Volibear, that passive is gonna keep him alive, and just baited in Maokai just a little bit more. But a very good 5 Clemsons, 2-for-1 trade, and they will take it right now.
Like I was saying in Champ, so like once they use everything, they have nothing else. And Caitlyn, like I said, they used everything on Lee Sin on that fight. Then they had nothing else to go off of, and Caitlyn was just able to hit and hit and hit, and she did a lot of damage during that fight.
Yep, that was a very good
Caitlyn played that very well.
J-Pocket, just to get as much auto attack out as possible.
Right. Caitlyn played that very well. Like I said, I want to comment on the Frozen Heart. I'm not particularly 100% convinced that Frozen Heart was the best item, just considering they have so much CC that could be prevented with Mikhail's.
It's for the team fight against Zed, I think.
I don't know, like it says it reduces the attack speed. Corki being a caster isn't really auto attacking that much.
It's only effective against Zed right now, which is correct. I mean, he is 11 and 2. So with the ping coming down, targeting both side lanes from the purple team.
Even then, if Zed death marks in, he E's, he Q's, and probably gets one auto attack. I'm not sure how effective the Frozen Heart buy was for Morgana.
Alright, and Zed has completed his maul.
Huh?
So Zed completed his maul, so now he's gonna be split pushing, I think, with Vi just looking around to see if anyone comes to deal with Zed. It's gonna turn into a 2v1 pretty quickly. But I don't think Zed need help. He can pretty much 1v1 anyone on it, even 1v2 anyone on Clemson right now, with the exception of maybe Maokai and someone else. Binding landing onto Vi, she can take a lantern away to get out of that Scatter the Weak coming from Syndra, which will stun her, but Zed is just, yep, he just took down bot lane tower. That's nothing Clemson can do about that. He's just split pushing monster right now. And with the Southern Polytechnic is going to probably go get vision around the Baron area, which should be coming up. Yeah, it should be coming up shortly, maybe in a minute or two. Actually, Zed is now in between 2 carriers. He just had to take his pick which one he wants. The Syndra ultimate going down to Zed, but the death mark
Very
go,
good zone is by Syndra. Very well played.
and leads into the finish of that Q. Very overextension from Zed, I would say, and also very well timed Sonya's from Hado-chan.
I'm not sure why they weren't going for the mid lane there.
They're getting collapsed on. I mean, it is still. Syndra took quite a bit of damage. It was a 4v4 against a very strong. Because Corki can just, throw his rocket out of lane. I mean, to defend the tower pretty easily. So they have a
Right, but
good defense.
Caitlyn should be able to hit that tower fairly easy. I want to say they could have sieged that tower after they got that pick.
I see Volibear just 19 caliber net slowing him down.
Oh, just barely missing.
And actually, the blue buff is going to go to Syndra, so it all works out for Clemson for that.
Right. Caitlyn actually going. It appears to she's going for a last whisper.
Yep. She has to, because otherwise
I guess
she's
she
not
feels
doing
safe.
any damage. Yep.
Yeah, yes, I'm saying I guess she feels safe from the Vi and the Zed. Like I think I guess they're just not throwing their ultimates on her.
Actually, I actually like seeing Sorcerer Shoes on Corki right now, because it does give him a lot of mid-game poke at this point. But I think as the game go on later, I would like to see that shoe boot change to attack speed to a certain degree. He does have Last Whisper as well, so he's doing a lot of physical damage. And we see them taking down Dragon for the purple team.
Not much Clemson can do about that.
But they did get, for that Dragon, they did get vision around Baron. I see Volibear releasing a safeguard to his ward. And with Syndra being caught out a little bit, and gonna burn her flash and get away. A very nice scattered weak there. And
Ultimate on Morgana. Syndra is
Vi is very isolated, and she's gonna go in, but burn down.
Morgana flash in, 3-man ultimate. Only's able to get Thresh though.
Only Thresh is down, but Lee Sin actually is gonna take down Vi, so Vi out.
Where are Caitlyn and Syndra? They need to be getting in here. This is very bad.
At least she went down to the death mark, and Syndra, Sonya's. No, we have a 2 for 2, but Volibear is now in the back line. He's gonna be going to Caitlyn.
Caitlyn still has flash.
Corki just Valkyrie in and just take that auto onto Caitlyn's kill. Maokai popped out his ultimate. Syndra actually take down Zed. Doing that. And Volibear flash for Syndra. Corki is continuing to chase. Rocket not connecting. And Valkyrie just came up and he's gonna go down to Volibear. You can see how strong Volibear passive is right now with all that with Spirit Visage is.
There was a miscommunication here. Caitlyn went back to hit the Volibear. If Caitlyn had moved forward, she would have been able to get Thresh. She would have been able to get Zed. Caitlyn, if you go back and watch, or I know you can't do that actually because you're on the live stream, but if you, so what happened was Caitlyn actually turned around to start focusing the Volibear, which was very bad considering Morgana had flashed in and got a 3-man ult on all of them. Syndra and Caitlyn were in this awkward position during the middle of the fight.
I think one thing that Morgana used was her cheating use of, I'm not sure if she's upgraded her to a Force Queen. It hasn't upgraded to a Force Queen claim yet, so she did not have that ability to slow them down to keep them in the ulti. That would have made a difference, I think, if she had a Force Queen claim. Hold on a second.
Caitlyn and Syndra were just awkwardly standing in the river brush. Syndra was trying to contemplate on whether to go on the Volibear or go on to where Lee Sin and Morgana. Lee Sin and Morgana was on one side of the fight, Caitlyn and Syndra were on the other side of the fight. If Caitlyn and Syndra had just left Maokai and Volibear to do their own thing, Caitlyn would have been able to clean all of them up, and Syndra.
Okay, now we have Clemson just looking around again in Baron area again, so this is gonna decide, I think. I mean, Clemson's now 12k gold behind. They don't want to have a straight on 5v5 fight. I think they need.
I want to say.
Nowhere to hide.
And Vi just blocked that ace in the hole from Caitlyn. And see
It is
Volibear
possible
flanking from the side, just snapping away. And again, it's in
Very good pick.
critical.
Caitlyn-
Tempest not going to be landing. He's actually going to throw Volibear over and actually stop Zeth coming in, but he's going to Syndra is going to Sonya's there. With Vi assault battery
Still
onto
alive.
Caitlyn.
Syndra's still alive. This is
And Volibear just going to ignore tower and take down Lee Sin. Oh, very nice. There was a big rock from Corki to pick up a double kill there. Death timer are 50 seconds for Syndra and 30 seconds there for Caitlyn. I'm going to take down at least Inhibitor with this push.
they're looking to end. This might be a game.
Yep, this could very well be game because the amount of
Looking
Volibear can
game,
just
we're
take
up
through
right
tower.
now.
Yep, this will be game 1 going to Southern Polytechnic. GG.
Wow. Very intense game. Very snowbally game.
Yep, just from that. Number 1.
I just want to point out that I have to give credit to Hado-chan and Watchable Coyote. Despite them being significantly down in their lane, they were able to not keep even, but maintain CS and not completely feed out of their mind. So, because I know that the 2 kills that both of those solo laners got weren't actually on their opponent.
Yeah.
So I want to. They did play well despite them having that early unfair advantage.
Right.
However, Clemson as a whole could have played that early game a whole lot better because they just got snowballed on. There was literally nothing they could do at a certain point because they just kept making more and more mistakes, and they were just Polytech was just capitalizing again and again on each mistake that Clemson was making.
Alright, we're just getting ready to get into game 2. Hold on, I will be right back. I'll be right back.
All right. Trust me, engineer. Are you still there?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Just to point out, I would have liked, like I said, I would have liked to see their bot lane do a little more, considering that they were the winning lane, or they weren't winning, but they were the only lane that had an advantage.
Yeah.
I would have liked it personally, especially in a quirky Caitlyn lane.
It was a very
Caitlyn
good
should've-
teleport play from Volibear though.
Very true.
I think recalling on top of a ward, it was unfortunate. I think if they just went
Right.
back a bit further and recalled by that tower, they would have been fine. But shooting to recall in that bush on top of a ward was
One thing that was bad that I don't like that the Caitlyn and Morgana did was they were pushing the lane. So Corki was just able to farm under tower, and with Corki's Q and his ultimate, it's not very difficult for Corki to farm under tower. I would have liked to have seen them try to freeze the lane somehow and abuse Corki's range deficit.
All right.
Caitlyn.
So game just kind of went for that. Looking forward to the next game. What do you think? Do you think you're going to see a Volibear ban coming out?
That Volibear was scary, but I want to say that they might even be more scared of Vladimir. That first ban, Vladimir, seemed like a very a target ban because Vladimir I wouldn't consider as part of the meta.
To be fair, now that Wash will see that apart from Vladimir there's a Volibear, he might just choose to play something that's actually counters Volibear, so it doesn't have
Right.
to worry about banning it. But we'll see.
That's true. Yeah, bait him into picking the Volibear again and then counter
Yep.
uh, pick. Very true. But yeah, I'm not sure what Clemson can do to move forward. I want to say that it wasn't in picks and bans where they lost. It's just the way they play that early game. Giving those 2 kills to Zed and then giving those 2 kills to Volibear just allowed those solo lanes to just go crazy. Literally, like, the bot lane, I mean, the bot lane was solid from Polytech, but without that Volibear gank, I'm not sure how much more they could have snowballed off of it. Like I said, I would have liked the bot lane to try and step up to V2, personally.
Yep.
But I'm not sure. I would try and
And do you think Clemson will be ready for the level 1?
they should be. Like I said, I honestly was very surprised that Clemson was so scattered at level 1. Literally, Morgana was hitting on bot lane.
Well, we saw
Maokai
the ping from Clemson. They just pings all the jungle entrances just to take up that standard, solo queue
right, exactly.
setup.
It looked like they were playing solo queue and they weren't
Yeah.
like prepared for the 5v5 competitive sort of game.
Yeah, actually that's because we saw moving down Sun Polytechnic moving down the group down mid lane at level 1. Like, okay, they're gonna be doing something.
Right, exactly. They were a complete unit ready to go. As soon as the game started, they bought and they were gone. Clemson just has to be very careful of that level 1 plays.
All right, and we are into pick and bans.
Rise ban coming out again. I would think that they would ban the Volibear and leave the Vlad open simply because it's a more familiar matchup.
Yep, and we have the same ban, exact same ban coming from both teams right now. Is Rise, Kha'Zix, and Wukong, Vladimir. We'll see if they didn't change up anything. They're taking their time on this one. And Tristana ban instead. Wow, okay. So and the Volibear ban coming out, so Lucian is now up.
I want to say that they're going to first pick the Lucian.
Yeah.
Right, there you go. This basically forces J-Poc, like I said, to play Caitlyn because he can't play Tristana.
Yeah.
Or
Tristana is banned out anyway, so yeah.
Well, right. Like I said, I mean, Tristana's banned, Lucian's picked.
Yeah.
J-Poc's going to pick Caitlyn. I would save the Caitlyn pick simply because...
Yeah, you're not gonna nothing else. Yeah, they're not gonna pick anyway. It could be Nami coming out.
Nami is also a very strong pick. Clemson, I would like to see a completely different team comp from Clemson.
Yep. But with the Volibear bans, it's gonna be different for Southern Polytechnic as well.
Right.
But they still pick Lucian, so. I mean, Lucian and Corki are similar. I think they're both Triforce AD carry. Oh, okay.
Right.
Actually build. Yep. So, I mean, the mid game is very strong. Lucian is stronger at the end game as well. And if Thresh again.
See, the issue why Lucian is so strong is because he's strong at literally every point in the game. Lucian is a better version of Corki, personally. He has more damage burst than Corki. The only thing that Corki has is a longer escape.
Yeah.
And Lucian also scales better than Corki does. So
okay, we have a Lee Sin and Nami coming in. So Lee Sin again for Super Saiyan Vegeta, and Nami is gonna go for just Jocelyn. I mean, Nami is a very strong support playing into Thresh. The disengage is gonna be there. It's gonna be better there to stop. But then again, they did pick a Jarvan who's a very strong engager who can just EQ flash ultimate and just lock them down in Cataclysm.
Super Saiyan Vegeta played Lee Sin very well. Vayne, bringing out the Vayne. This is very risky. No, actually, no, I'm not gonna. I just fell for that. He's not gonna play. He's gonna pick Caitlyn. There's not a doubt in my mind that he won't pick Caitlyn. Whether they're gonna save the mid pick, I would like them to save the mid pick for last, because Hado-chan needs to win his lane.
Yep.
He doesn't need to pick something that he can get countered into. Last time he picked Syndra and they picked Zed and destroyed him. I would like them to save the mid pick for last.
With the Rumble
They're gonna go
coming
with
out.
Rumble and see what they pick for mid lane. Let's see.
Yeah,
I've
Rumble is getting
never
locked in. So I've never seen
from
Washable play
watching.
Rumble.
Yeah, I've never seen Watchful Coyote play Rumble, so this will be interesting.
But now, with amount of AP coming, Kaelin's alright, but I would like to see Haoshan playing something AD, I guess. Now with the Rumble top lane.
Hadochen.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It
Let's
could
see
be
what
a
he
Zed.
picks. It could be a Zed.
Or see Lulu being picked up for right away. And Jace. Well, that's another one that I really like in the mid lane is Jace.
This is interesting. So now
Okay, top
Lulu
lane
could
Lulu.
go top. Lulu could go mid. Jace could go top. Jace could go mid.
I think it's gonna be mid lane Jace and a top lane Lulu. Because I mean Lulu can deal with Rumble because the top part of Rumble is he bullies most melee champion with his flame spitter. So
Very true.
putting a
But
ranged champion into his matchup is gonna kind of not make him
right.
happy.
But if you think about it, it's for instance, okay, Lulu might do better against a certain champion than Jace would.
Yeah,
So,
they could swap.
like I
It's a
said,
flex pick, and we have Oriana coming. Very safe pick there for Hado-chan if it is Oriana.
right, a
We can
lot
they
better
can
than
pull people into the Oriana Rumble combination. You can just shockwave them into the middle of Rumble Ultimate, and that just does a ton of damage in a team fight.
right. I like this combination because there's a lot more synergy. The Syndra, like I said, was kind of a random pick. Um, 1 second.
All right.
Syndra, oh, sorry.
All
The
right.
Syndra was a bit of a random kind of champion. Didn't really fit the comp, especially with the Vi, Zed, and the Volibear. Um, I like the Oriana a lot better.
Yeah, Oriana to Jace. I mean, I think that's a nice matchup. I think. I mean, it worked well for
Right,
both players. I just like, but again, this team pick a lot of mid game powers because Lucian, Jace, Jarvan, and Lulu. And the mid game fight skirmishes around Dragon area. That's
right,
pretty strong team. As Oriana kind of just you need to wait for a late game team fight, the perfect engage, and Caitlyn mid game isn't the strongest
right.
unless she's ahead.
I
And
would have liked to see J-Poc play Corki.
I think Clemson's been outdrafted a little bit again. Not as bad as last game, but
Right. There's a lot more structure to this composition with the Nami, Oriana, and the Rumble. And I mean, I wouldn't question Super Saiyan Vegeta on
no,
Lee Sin, as Lee
just
Sin is very good.
give him Lee Sin in every game. It's fine.
Right. You can you can put Lee Sin in any composition. Um, like I said, I would have liked to see J-Poc play Corki. I think Corki would have been better here, just because it appears that Polytech likes to go for those mid-game fights and snowball off of that. Um,
Actually,
snowball off the early
what I
game.
would have
And
liked is a blue build Ezreal.
a blue build Ezreal.
Yeah,
I hate Ezreal as a champion, personally.
he's so pretty.
Ezreal, I don't know, he just does like zero damage. Every time I play him, I always do really bad.
But he's so pretty.
He's so pretty. I like his dance. His dance is really funny.
And we have there's only one ball delivery system, and that is Lee Sin Q into Oriana ball. But that could be all that they need, right? That one perfect team fight
Right.
on top of a Rumble Ultimate and a Nami tidal wave.
Right. The Rumble Ultimates and the Nami tidal waves are going to be very crucial to how Oriana sets up her ball.
But the poke from blue team in the Lulu Glitterlands, Jace gate into his Q combo after follow that. I mean, if you land a thresh hook, right, and you just Jace just EQ, that's half
Right.
HP of most people right there. I think if you throw a Glitterlands on it, they're dead. We'll see if positioning. I mean, J-Pop did pretty well towards the late game with his position, but it needs to be better earlier, I think.
Right.
And no more recalling in that forward rush.
Hopefully. They realized the TP was coming in way too late, and a Volibear TP is just devastating. I mean, honestly,
I'm
it
not
would have
sure if he
caught me off guard.
mistimed the 90 caliber net to just go off when Volibear appears, or just out of, and then or did she use it instinctively and just get out and
What I
didn't
think
have the
caught him
slow?
off guard was, if I remember correctly, Volibear flashed on top of him
Oh
and
yes,
flipped
okay,
him.
that hurts.
So if I remember, so he teleported, and then J-Puck began to run, and then right as he was even thinking about what he could do, Volibear flashed on top of him and flipped him, and then slowed him, and then he 90 caliber net, but he was slowed. So I mean, there's not really much you can do to get out of it at that point.
Well, the one thing I would like to say though is the Caitlyn into Jarvan is such a better matchup for Caitlyn than Vi, because Vi would just ultimate you, and even if you 90 caliber net back, you're still gonna get caught with assault and battery. But with
Right,
Jarvan, what you can do is you 90 caliber net out of his Cataclysm,
right,
so he might be that we can see maybe some nice escape there. Just I'm Jarvan, I'm helping. And with a
right.
loading screen, we'll see
Like I
skin
said, I would have
intimidation.
personally, I would have gotten a QSS against a Vi and the
Yeah.
Zed.
No, QSS didn't stop the Vi though. You still get drawn back into.
Really, you can't QSS Vi.
Nope. Okay,
Oh,
we
I didn't
have
know that.
skins coming out. We have Ramo the Jungle. That's a very good skin. I hate Stone Chaos Oriana. And same releasing skin from um, Super Saiyan Vegeta. And we have Officer Caitlyn. Whereas there's only a Dragon Trainer Lulu on blue side this time. Um, oh,
Team Clemson is rocking the Team 4 skin.
yep. Nami having no skin. I mean, her new skin is so nice.
It's true.
I like it. River Spirit.
Josh actually just began starting to play Nami,
All right.
so I'm sure Josh is a very he loves skins, so I'm sure he'll get a skin for Nami fairly soon.
Yes, get River Spirit. Don't get Tide Collar. I don't like Tide Collar pressing Nami at all. Oh, not Koi Nami. Sorry, not Tide. That's her abilities. Okay, we have again. Actually, we see both team moving as a group now at level 1. It's a very good
Right.
adaptation for Clemson. I like it. I like it. I
Very
like it.
yeah, very good for Clemson there.
Oh, sorry. The Poro is blocking the map. I'm sorry. My apologies. Let me see. There's everyone walking out of mid lane. They're just mirroring each other right now. Oriana showing herself. And actually, the Desmond's land Oriana, and she's going to burn her flash again. So we could bet
I
that
don't think she
Jarvan's
had
going to come down.
I don't think she had to flash there.
No, because Jarvan didn't only has his dragon flag.
That's a very huge because Oriana once again is a very immobile champion.
Yep. We can see Jarvan coming in for I think a very very early gank within the next 5 minutes, 4 minutes. Again, Southern Polytechnic come out on top at level 1. I think even if just a flash this time instead of a kill. Again, we see both junglers starting on the bottom side of the map to mirror each other past, and they will see each other in the top lane. Just Jarvan spamming laugh.
No early game kills this time. Let's see if Super Saiyan Vegeta tries to evade the Jarvan this time. I know he made a very aggressive play last game, which caused the solo laners to get those kills and kind of snowballed it out of control for Hado-chan and Washable Coyote.
I've never played this matchup, Jace, into Oriana. So I wonder how it's gonna go. We just see Rumble landing both of his harpoon onto Lulu. Both there. Actually, I would like to see Caitlyn fast pushing Lucian into tower rather than just to get that early level 2 in the bot lane.
I want to say, so okay, the thing about the level 2 is you have to be in a good position to be able to act on it. So what she's doing is she's trying to keep the lane. Notice how she is 5 CS up, so she does have a slight experience lead on the Lucian. She's trying to keep the lane in a position to where when they do hit level 2, they can actually do something. Whereas if you fast push it, sometimes you'll hit level 2, but you can't hit a Nami bubble. So right now, okay, they're in a good position. Nami should be stepping up right now.
Yeah, I see the bubble just missing, so that's that window gone right there. And
Right.
he's gonna get hit level 2. Yep.
Team out. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's a.
Oh, Desmond's landing. It's actually not going on it, and it's gonna take a 2. We have actually 2-man, you know.
Taking advantage of
Yeah.
Hado-chan not having his flash.
Yep,
He
actually
wasted
go
his
down.
heal there. Hado-chan should not have been that far up with without his flash. He needs to be wary of the Jarvan ganks.
Yeah, first blood going to Jarvan. That's gonna make his game very strong. So that should give him enough for early back for an early tier. And with the Jarvan again coming and landing EQ onto Caitlyn, the heals come down, but the exhaust will come down as well, and the red buff is gonna take her down. And Nami
Very
to
poor
walk away.
communication there. Hado-chan just saw the J4 mid lane, and obviously didn't communicate that J4 was moving towards the bot lane. Josh also didn't have a ward down, so it was Jarvan had the full length of time to get good into the bush and then walk into the lane while they were overextended.
Yeah, we see Lee Sin walk, Lulu flashing away, and actually the Sonic Wave is gonna land, but Lee Sin having no ultimate can't do much more than just force Lulu back. Right, so at least he burned a flash, but the
Going aggressive.
yep. So Java did get an early tier, but God is gonna help with his mana and just throw out more of those shocking balls. Both warding
Shock blast, I think it's called.
Yep. Shocking.
Shocking ball.
You can say shocking, yeah. I want to see this Lulu bullying Rumble now, but Rumble just using his and
We gotta be careful.
yeah, taking a lot of harass from Lulu. Lulu is a very good bully even after his changes, especially against a melee champion. And I think Lulu was a very good answer to that Rumble pick. Clemson's gotta be careful not to fall behind too far, because now that Caitlyn is behind, it's really hard. We have 2v2 up in the top lane.
They lose this 2v2. I don't know why they even chose to fight that.
Yep.
Rumble had no HP. Caitlyn getting hooked again. Caitlyn is eating every hook.
She got to position herself a little bit better this time. I see Lee Sin making his way down to mid lane, but he's gonna walk on top of a ward. And yep, he's gonna walk back. I put a pink ward in a pixel brush.
This is very
Nami
surprising.
taking hope.
Like I said, Clemson's 2v2 is normally a lot more polished. I hope they're not going on tilt.
It's very. And Jason gonna go into Oriana again, just knocking her back. Already get more auto attack on. Alright, Jason actually went back and pick up a pickaxe. This is gonna be a very gonna complete his
I wonder if he's gonna build. Oh wait, no, pickaxe is now part of Manamune, so he's probably gonna rush that Manamune first.
Yes, I actually like that change a lot. Oh, another Descent is landing and Flay, but Lee Sin is not there this time. Turn it into 3v2. Can Clemson change this around? Can Nami land a bubble?
I don't think she can. She has no flash.
Alright. I was actually see Lee Sin
Landed
just
the
going
Q.
in, but
Oh,
it's
almost
just gonna
was able
take
to get
down
out.
the tower. Yep, that's very close. Jarvan's not coming down for a counter gang. And see, even able to take down. Oh, very nice bubble from but oh, Lucian cancelled his Culling early. He might have been able to hit Caitlyn if he keeps Culling running, but he decided not to take tower aggro. So it's very good for Clemson not to die to that Jarvan counter gank, but they still lost a jungler for support in that during the exchange in the bot lane. But the bubble not for Nami that was very clutch to save Caitlyn, otherwise she would have been dead for sure.
Equalizer going down, Rumble. I'm not sure if he wins this.
Rumble actually overheated and Lulu takes his ultimate and she's going to be able to extra HP. People underestimate the amount of extra HP it gives for Lulu so many times, like going into a trade with her.
Right.
We see now Jarvan after landing the EQ and it would ignite onto Orianna and the shockwave actually missed it and then she's going to...
Ow!
Jarvan flashes back for that auto attack with her Q which gives him 3 autos.
This time, Clemson is simply getting outplayed in their roles. Each role is losing.
Yep.
Individually, barely any jungle participation has caused these lanes to snowball.
Hadouken just missing that shockwave important because that would have pulled Jarvan back into tower aggro and maybe
He might have been able to turn it, right?
yeah. You gotta land that first, man.
Caitlyn making a... She wanted to save it for that BF sword, but it allowed her to get... See...
I don't like that boots buy. I don't understand that boots buy, but okay, now she does have a BF, but...
Yeah, now she's saved up, but... I want to say she should have gotten that pickaxe when she had the back from earlier. I think she was trying to save up for that BF sword, but... Lucian with that pickaxe and agility cloak, I want to say does even more damage than Caitlyn with just her BF.
Yeah,
BF
the
sword.
RNG god decided that Lucian was the better.
What'd you say?
The RNG for the crit on that cloak.
Yeah.
He just took this landing onto Rumble again and she was a very nice equalizer coming out from Rumble. Forcing a flash from Lulu and Sonic Wave landing, but he actually is going in on that. And can he kick? Oh no, he kicked Lulu the wrong way. The Dragon Rage.
I want to say he thought he had a ward.
Yeah. Again, with the Jarvan forcing Orianna out of lane just when Lee Sin showed himself top. Actually, could they collapse onto Jarvan now that he's actually doing...
I think a better move from Caitlyn would have been to try and get that pickaxe and try to abuse her range a little more. Hadouken not reacting. Very nice. Oh!
And Jarvan, she's left
unexpected.
by the skin of his... Hadouken being a bit slow to react there and actually taking...
Oh my god! Hadouken is getting destroyed by that Jace.
Yeah, Jace is showing how strong Jace is, and also the.
Meanwhile, in the top lane, Rumble also got
down
killed.
by a lot of CS. Yep, it's now 40 CS behind. I think this is going to be a uphill battle for Clemson right now. Every lane is down, and
Which is not looking good for Clemson.
Jace took down the turret. Jace takes down the turret very quickly in his range form, which is a W. It's getting full stack for 3 auto attack. It does reduce damage, but still. I've been trying to pick up Jace right now, just like recently. It's so strong.
Right.
I just like to play AD mid anyway. So.
Right. Jace is very strong mid lane. Very good at 2v2 skirmishes.
The sad part of playing with him is that your team kind of always want to go all in when you're at my elo at silver. So they don't poke and they don't kind of poke. Like I have to be in melee form most of the time in the fight now because they're all just like, oh, I don't want to be in melee form. I want to poke.
Right.
Let's see, Rumble just not much he can do now. He has a haunting guys, but Lulu really finish a Athene. And with the Orianna went with a tier as well, trying to. I see Rumble
trying to make it
class is not Orianna
even able to do anything.
Yeah, and the ignite from Jay's gonna take down Orianna, and we see a 3v3 in the bot lane with good tidal away from Nami and a flash there from Exhaust coming out from Thresh. He's missing again. Descent just misses and both boxes. But we see Jace just coming from the backside, just using that EQ cone, just finishing off Nami, and we see Rumble coming in. So he might be in a little pickle right here, and Jace is gonna go down. Shutdown goat going to Lee Sin. He did pick up a kill.
Good.
After taking down Orianna in the mid lane, just rotate down bot lane. And this tower is gonna have to go down. With Jarvan behind the tower, just getting ulted by Lulu to save himself and just slow down. Getting slowed down by 90 caliber
there for the knockup, but we're unable to get it off. Rumble
and we see Dead Scissors landing from Thresh, and Rumble is gonna go down. And we think Caitlyn could go down here, but very nice zoning bubble there from Nami, just zoned. And the tower did not go down, so I think it was the blue team getting a bit see he champion, kill champion mentality, and we see a pulse coming out again from, actually this time pulse coming out from Polytechnic, who has, oh never mind, sorry, it is Clemson who pulse, and it's
like Washable Coyote is DCing.
Yep, it is Washable Coyote. Some Toho music right here.
This game is really snowballing out of control. Each individual lane is 1,000 or more gold above the person. Oh, well, no, not in the bottom lane. With the
but it's like all Orator with a tier. I mean, it makes sense. I would rather see a tier is a good buy. I think because to give her even more power in the late game. But she fall way too far behind to make use of it because Jace has a mana moon.
Right, she does need the mana though. It's really hard because she almost needs that tier, but she also needed that armor.
Yeah, so she has both Seekers and
right now she has the Seekers. But
it's just a shame that there isn't a mana regen item that gives armor as well. In the that would have been like a godsend for AP mid playing against 80. Cause it's so hard to sometimes itemize because sometimes you want to go Morelos, sometimes you want to go, you know, have some AD.
Right.
Alright, we have Rumbles connecting, so we should be going.
Honestly though, the first mistake was when he got hooked level 1 and had to burn his flash.
Yeah.
Jarvan just simply capitalized on the fact that she didn't have flash. I want to say that Hado-chan should have played a little more passive, not really respecting the Jarvan early gank pressure. And it cost him to die multiple times during the window that he didn't have his flash.
Alright, we're going to be getting on the way. So after chasing behind the tower, blue team didn't take down the bottom lane tower, but it's so low. Actually, Nami is gonna stop the recall, and the Orianna getting caught there again by the hook from Thresh. She's gonna flash away. She actually pick up a kill on the Thresh.
Gonna do.
Yeah. But they could set up for maybe Dragon because they're on higher HP than blue team. And now that Lulu
they lost their mid laner for the support.
No, but the recall time, if they do it now, that's the only time they have. That's the only chance they have. Jace can.
Right.
Jace is gonna be trying to steal it because that's at that damage from Jace. But I think that you will take it. Yep. Okay.
Very good move by Clemson.
Very good. Come back from recall. Death timer at this point in the game isn't that long, so even if you die 3-man behind your tower, you can still come back, and they're on low HP, and they did back in time. So
very true.
Clemson took the advantage there of recall timers.
Once again, I'm very surprised at the bottom lane for Clemson. Like during their normal practices, their bottom lane is typically what's holding them in the game.
And we see this Lulu just getting on, holding her on too. And Jace just missing. But they're able to take this tower down. I see Lee Sin just walking through a ward there in his own jungle. And Lulu's gonna take away his red buff.
Invading the red buff.
The red buff's going to... And actually, he managed to smite it away. Yep. Very, very good play from... just to make sure he did get the buff, but... What I would have liked to see blue team do is actually take away the little creep to get the timer on the red buff. Because now... Oh! The bubble land on the Thresh, but not before he throw out his death sentence, and tidal wave can happen now for disengage. Let's see how much damage that Jace is doing right now with just the mana immune and last whisper. We'll see Clemson landing, and again the shockwave just misses, so we have 3 ultimate burn there with the equalizer not landing on anyone. Let's see Lee Sin going in. Orianna has no ultimate, and both teams just decided to fight another day. Meanwhile, Caitlyn did take bot tower. Or Nami, rather. Good job at taking clear of the pink ward. Caitlyn managed to back in time before being collapsed on.
I'm not sure what Clemson can do to come back from this. It's like I said, Caitlyn doesn't scale very well. Orianna needs to stack up her tier. Rumble is behind.
Yep, they're gonna trade a bot lane tower for the mid lane, but Polytechnic is already moving on to the inner tower. I don't think Caitlyn can defend this by herself. I mean, she can lay down. She doesn't have time to lay down enough trap. They're gonna have to concede this tower. But Clemson did manage to take the mid tower, so they're behind 3 towers now. Both bot outer towers gone, the mid tower for the mid lane.
Polytechnic's goal is to try and push down the bot lane as quick as possible, which gives them a lot more room for Baron play.
Yeah.
When there's a pressure bot lane, the enemy team who's being pressured, or the team that's being pressured, has to decide between the bot lane or the Baron.
Just a siege from Jace and Lulu, the rest just so and Lucian. That's so scary because you have so much damage from a safe distance, and if you get caught by a Thresh death sentence, then you just take so much damage. It's really hard to defend towers against this team. You see Lee Sin taking the time. Actually, no, that's a war in that bush as well, so that both teams got a timer for that red buff. And Dragon is coming up in a minute and a bit, so Nami is taking so much damage from Jace just now. Just, nice bubble, just make sure she got away. See, so Rumble has his
trying to set up to push down this top tower, trying to get some vision control.
Yeah. Stacking up the minion wave. Here, 2 man's got Lucian and Thresh, the wife steal lane. It's just getting chased down by Nami. The bubble not landing, and they have to now. Now they're gonna lose top tower for this. I mean, Equalizer come out and take down a minion wave, but that's not gonna be enough. I think the tower's still gonna go down. Just Jace take down towers and. Lulu might actually finish her death cap when she with this back. Yep. So Lulu's also actually very strong, right, in a strong position right now. I actually see Jace going with a Hex Drinker on cooldown boots. I mean, I think blue buff can go over to Oriana because you don't want Leafy to smite with the dragon. Spawn. Yep, dragon is live. I wonder can
Clemson can
do.
contest this.
I mean,
should
just
just give it
that
up.
damage from Jace right there just force Oriana back.
They should just give it up. There's not, yeah.
This
As much as I hate to say this, I don't know what else Clemson can do. They're down so much so early. They have no scaling potential.
the mid game is not gonna.
And this time it wasn't even Polytech snowballing off of
No, this is
early
just normal
game
scaling.
stakes.
This isn't the mid game power spike for Polytech. It is just strong. And the early, cause after that early game, the mid game just went really.
Right. Clemson just simply got outplayed individually, almost.
Yep.
This, despite, or other than the 2v2
Yeah,
lane.
the solo kills coming in from both lane top and mid is
Multiple solo kills. Yeah.
Clemson does have very good defensive ward right there in their own jungle, but might be too little too late. Lee Sin actually spotted out a pink ward. And the EQ from from Jace not connecting. Shot blast.
I think Hato-chan really needs to expand his mid lane champion pool because he doesn't seem to be good on immobile mages. He doesn't really respect the fact that he doesn't have
The mobility.
mobility. Both games, it was him just getting destroyed and getting punished for his lack of mobility, and he wasn't playing around his immobility correctly.
Energize.
This
mean,
is
to be
damage
fair
to
to
siege
her,
comp
he's-
from here. You can see Jace and Lulu at work just throwing pokes over the wall, or trying to zone them with a ball. See if they can land a good. I mean, even yes, they're so far ahead, but you can't underestimate the power of the shockwave or a turnaround team fight.
Right. I mean, they could definitely under tower. They could definitely turn
Oh,
around.
we
the
had
team
Destinus
fight.
landing, and this here, see Destinus followed by a poke from Lulu. Even with that Death Cap completed, she's just so much damage right now. Even with Lee, and Jason Lee Sin. I mean, Lee Sin has built an armor item. And another Destinus landing, followed by Glitch Land. So,
Very
but
nice. Although Oriana isn't there to
the
counter.
Equalizer falls down, followed by Tidal Wave. And Oriana's still holding on to her Shockwave. This could be, and again Shockwave not landing. So now Rumble is overextended. She has to flash backwards. Halushan needs, if that Shockwave has landed, that would have turned the fight around for sure. But Lulu
Not
flashing
really
away from.
Caitlyn, I think, could have played that a little better because she had both summoners.
Yep. Oh, she used her heal.
Well, she actually used her heal very poorly. I think she could have played a little more aggressive considering she had flash and heal.
Alright, with the Shock Blast coming, Q follow up on Sonic Wave onto Lucian, but it's Lucian overextending. Now Jason flashing on him and getting knocked back, and Lucian picking up with that piercing light.
Energize.
And the Shock Blast from Jace just back off. Jace has been very, very good this game. Yep, the only way for Clemson to turn around any fight now is, and we have a pause coming out, is to actually land those shockwave. I think multi-band shockwave.
This is the third time Washable Coyote has DC'd. I wonder if he's lagging up there in that top lane. Please report Coyote. Did you put up that screen?
Yep. I did.
Okay.
I saw the pause screen. Just not saying we have ghosters, but it's better, you know. And
Right.
so, not that it matters in this game anyway, I don't think, but
Right, yeah.
actually look at the tier stack on Oriana has pretty close to getting off the tier stack, but we got to build to an Archangel staff, whereas J3 had the Muramana completed and Hexstinker. And actually, is he going for an IE next item? Wow. That's gonna be a lot of flat out damage coming in from Jace.
Man. Alright, they're reconnecting.
Alright. So hopefully he stays connected.
I really hope he's not lagging, and that's why top lane has been the way it was. Really hope that's not the case. I'm not sure, like I said, I'm not sure what Clemson can do to come back.
I think it's mostly turtling and finding that one team fight that will turn around. I mean, if it get late enough, the death timer will just be enough to Clemson just one push down, you know. But
Very true.
They have to stall. I think that's the only chance they have left. And we're gonna be back into the game. See Lulu picking up farm. I think she might be going for a void staff next. That's the next item. And we see a red team just doing their own red buff right there. Just make sure getting onto Caitlyn to give her a little bit more of a kiting potential. Jade's actually recalling. I wonder how much gold he has. We're going to pick up, I don't know, 400 gold. Not much for him to pick up. Just getting an upgraded sweeper, I think. Oh yeah, switching to a sweeper. Looking to deny vision now from Clemson. And we're gonna take Lucian selling his. Yep, getting a blue trinket just to that.
Your scrying orb.
Yep, the far side. Actually went ahead and upgraded right away to the far side orb. So now the pick potential from Clemson just decreased a little bit.
Seems like they're setting up for the Baron.
Oh wow, they're actually going.
Or they saw Oriana
starting
lane.
Yep. Clemson's gonna have to get that. And see. Lee Sin, the master of stealing, can he do it?
Super Saiyan Vegeta has been very good at hiding. Let's see if he can.
We see how Equalizer coming in, but Lulu's taking it. But we see
actually gets it.
and the Catalyst coming in from Yeah, that's very good shot. And we see a
Clemson
bubble
can
landing
turn
on
around.
Lulu.
Caitlyn needs to man up. Caitlyn is not hitting anyone. She's full health.
Shield going on to Thresh is gonna go down to Caitlyn, but we can see Lulu just with that death cap,
Caitlyn played that poorly.
but we see Rumbo taking down Jace. And Lulu's gonna be able to chase down. Lulu's gonna be able to chase down Nami unless her bubble comes up. Is it enough? Nope. Just help picks take down Nami right there. So this is an ace for Southern Polytechnic, but Clemson did deny them from completing the Baron. I mean, no, wait, no, Baron did go down. Sorry, but they took it off 2 members. How many members have Baron right now? So just only Lulu I think has Baron. Yeah.
Right.
The Baron Gold still went in favor of
I'm
Southern
gonna rewatch
Polytechnic.
that fight. Caitlyn was Caitlyn just wasn't abusing her range.
You know, the gold lead going over to almost 10k gold now for Southern Polytechnic. With that Baron only being the gold because it's only on Lulu. And
I just rewatched that fight. Caitlyn was just too hesitant in that fight. She had a red buff, still had her flash.
and we see Dragon is going down to Southern Polytechnic right now. And Lulu is just going to chase away Lee Sin and Oriana, and good smite there from Jarvan, just securing that objective.
Yeah, Caitlyn had a red buff and flash, and wasn't able to abuse her long ranges as well as she could have. I want to say J-Poc is playing way too passive.
Yeah, now we see Oriana completed her Seraph Embrace. Now with Rumbo going building towards the Hourglass. And we see sieging up from Polytechnic, going with the Jace, leading the siege. This does so much damage with his Infinity Edge. Poking down. See Lulu shooting. I like see what Lulu's doing there. She's shooting herself and then attacking the tower with the Sheen proc. That's, over time, that's just gonna destroy the tower. I mean, that's nothing Clemson can do to defend now. If Lulu just walk up, shoot herself, and auto the tower.
Yeah, Sheen auto attack.
Yep.
Right.
I see Thresh going in very deep, although with Jarvan, and I see a tidal wave coming out. And Oriana has landed a shockwave on Lulu, but not enough. Both the boxes got. Oh, the actually Jarvan
Good job by
out.
Lee Sin.
Yeah, flash over the chase onto Jarvan, and the Sonic Wave connected, so he's gonna be able to get Tempest down. Yep, and cripple. And the shield from Arna gonna keep him alive, and another. But Lucian, it'll be careful. Lucian's now back. It was chased a little too far, and we have a force coming out.
Watchable Coyote DC'd once again. I don't want him to be lagging. I hope this game is as fair as possible. This is very interesting. I'm curious to see what Hado-chan is going to do here. want to say G4 can simply run away.
No, the damage has been applied, I think. So all he can do now is the W on dissonance to slow J4 down, and maybe an auto attack will kill him, I think. Because depending how much damage dissonance does. Alright, and we're back. Yep.
Oh!
And the command protect. We forgot about the protect. It actually command protect on Orion does damage on the way back as well.
Right.
Sorry. Wow.
Are you okay, man?
Yeah, but that was intense. Very good kill there from Hado-chan. Just command dissonance and
build
protect.
by Lucian going Infinity Edge Bork.
This. Yep, it's but I think that's still very strong. Give me a flat AD and good peel. Just doesn't have the burst of the Triforce.
Right. It's actually
It's a better late game build, I think. But I would like with probably a Yomu's, I think, instead of an IE, and then an IE after that. But if you just flat out picking up Last Whisper, the Lucian is doing a lot of damage. His sustained damage is more, I think, with this build than it is with the Triforce build or Yomu build. It's just the sustained DPS. I think Caleb forcing a flash from Thresh, but be careful.
He can get this kill. He can get this kill. They have vision on all of them.
You know, she decided to go with the team instead. Now see, Lee Sin going down onto Java and safeguarding to Minion, and Orion are zoning with her ball. We have Baron come up in a minute and 12, so it's understandable that why Clemson doesn't want to take risk, because if they get picked off now, that's Baron and possibly game.
Right, it's very difficult actually for Polytech to siege against that Caitlyn.
And we see Lulu catching Lee Sin Glitterlands, and the EQ is gonna, and it's gonna go down to Lulu, who actually burned her ultimate.
I think she knocked him up as he was safeguarding.
Yep.
Let me watch that again in slow motion. Oh! He actually got stopped from,
And with Peach coming in.
J4 actually stopped him mid-safeguard.
Yeah. And again, Lulu is also now in the mid lane, just doing tower, damage to towers. She can take down tower very quickly with that Sheen. And with the two-man Orion or Shockwave coming in, and Caitlyn picked the kill with a headshot. And Rumble's gonna go down to, I say red buff on Lulu? Yeah, because she got that red buff from Lee Sin. So red buff took down Rumble doing that. Yeah, Lucian just dashing away from the Lee Sin. Just cutting back. Again, Lulu is taking. Look at how big her shield is.
Right.
She can take two tower attacks. Yeah.
Caitlyn is just playing so scared.
Gets Lance landing onto Lulu. She could whimsy away. Yep, and Baron is just spawned, so, and both team you see ping coming out from Clemson around the Baron area, but
I have to commend Clemson. Even though they're down 10,000 gold, Polytech is not able to push into their base.
I actually think what Polytech could do right now is actually trade Baron for towers, because if they have stayed and not gone back, they could easily have got either the mid or the bot lane in him. But now Dragon actually going to go over to Clemson with very good timing. I'm not sure if they're aware of the time recall timers, but Jace is coming. Took down Aura to half health. We have TP coming in from Rumble, and he's going to be able to. You think? I think Lulu is going to take down Caitlyn by herself. And see the fight being turned around. Equalizer coming in, little too late for Equalizer. At least it's only one. Rumble getting caught by the Thresh Hook, and that's be a clean ace for Southern Polytechnic. That should push to win this, because it does. job. Just take the Lulu shield. Just three tower auto attack to take down that shield. That Lulu is being played so well right
Polytech's
now.
gonna end it here.
Yeah, because now Lulu can just shield. He just shield Lucian, who's not taking any tower damage, but that at this point doesn't matter at this point. GG.
And that's gonna be game,
Set
and the
and
winner is
match.
Polytech Institute.
Southern College. Yep. So very good game from everyone, and so that game was just a solo laner of Southern Polytechnic
Right,
taking control. I mean, Lulu didn't die a single time that game, and she's
right.
12-0-5. Definitely the MVP of that match.
Right. Clemson just got outplayed in every single lane. I would have liked. I want to say they were on tilt from that last game because they were making really, really silly mistakes. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
Oriana was
The
overextended
first shockwave
at that
that
one.
was there was quite a few missed shockwave. We weren't getting too many of those because there
Right. They
was
just did not look comfortable. It just really. I was just really surprised on how badly they were losing individually.
all right. So the first game of the season is gonna go to Southern Polytechnic. I don't have. I don't know when Clemson is playing next, but yep. All right, and that's it
I
for me. Trust me, engineer and Drader. All right, I get that right.
Dreader, yeah,
Yep, Drader.
that's me.
Thanks for watching. I'll see you
Oh
guys.
wait, I did want to say just one more thing. Um, I just want to say like Clemson could possibly learn a lot from playing Polytech. Polytech seemed to be more put together.
Yeah,
I don't know
actually,
how long Polytech's
I like the draft pick from Polytech a lot. That team comp and their setup, and
right,
yeah, I mean it was very strong. I think they were definitely well prepared.
right. I want to say Hado Chan also. I don't know. I he just wasn't convincing on these immobile mages. I don't know. He seemed to get caught and not get like every time he had no flash, it was just severely punished by J4 and Delicious Cereal.
All right.
Um, I don't know. I think Clemson has a lot of room to improve. I think they just keep practicing and just getting more put together. There were just some communication errors. Like I don't know if you remember in that one fight last game, Syndra and Caitlyn were just sitting in the middle of the fight while Maokai was fighting Volibear and Morgana and Lee Sin were fighting Zed, and like they were just really scattered. Um, so I don't know. Individually I know each Clemson player is very good, but I think they just need to work on their team play. Polytech just looked really crisp in that game.
Yeah, for sure. So now we will sign off. So
Yeah,
from
yeah, yeah.
Trust Me
Sorry, sorry.
Engineer, that's Dreader. So thanks for watching. Bye.